Greetings. Today I will be discussing the history of the Eastman Kodak Company. We will discuss the rise of the company and the missteps that were taken along the way that have led to the current Kodak we know today. The goal will be to identify the opportunities Kodak failed to harness and how having a myopic outlook contributed to the decline of the Kodak organization. Let's first discuss the formation of the Eastman Kodak Company. George Eastman began manufacturing dry plates in a warehouse in Rochester, New York in 1880. A dry plate was a new way of capturing subjects in photography. George Eastman had found a way of manufacturing the plates with the chemicals needed and began mass producing them. In 1888, Kodak became a registered trademark and the first model of the Kodak camera was introduced. This was a huge shift because it now allowed photography to become a recreational hobby and an affordable outlet to most consumers. The company followed a model of creating inexpensive cameras and focusing on making profits on refillable products such as film. In 1920, a subsidiary, Tennessee Eastman, was formed that focused on manufacturing chemicals used in the creation of film products. In 1930, Kodak was added to the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which contains the most widely traded stocks. It remained part of the Dow until 2004. Kodak was founded on principles of innovation, largely responsible for the creation of the marketplace they competed in. They created cameras for everyday use, perfected color film, and even invented the technology that would ultimately lead to their decline. In 1975, Steve Sasson and Jim Sheckler completed the first successful test of the first digital camera ever created. The quality of the image captured was notably less than that of the standard film photography available at the time. However, it was the beginning of digital technology. Using Moore's law, it was estimated by the Kodak organization that the technology of digital cameras would be advanced enough for consumers in 15 to 20 years. Digital technology would promote filmless photography. Film had a high profit margin and generated a large amount of the profits Kodak enjoyed. This new digital technology was viewed as possibly endangering the status quo that Kodak had become reliant upon. High-level management dismissed the technology and paid little to no attention to its development. Eventually, Kodak did begin to invest in digital technology, but the company still desperately clung to its film and chemical manufacturing segments. This can be exemplified by the $5.1 billion purchase of a pharmaceutical company known as Sterling Drugs. The idea was that Kodak could take their chemical manufacturing expertise to create drugs. Kodak failed to adapt to the new market and eventually sold the acquisition off in pieces for a total loss of over $2 billion.